Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining our monthly chat, going over things that can help improve your business and increase your revenue. Today, when I sent out the invitation, I did say that we're going to talk about AI and how it can help you improve your bios. And the bios are going to be our online um, free profiles where we can get leads sent to us from people who we don't even know. And so that will build your clientele. You can do marketing with them as you please. We do have a marketing program. But today we want to just start and see what these profiles look like. So I'm going to give me a second. I'm going to log in to my Agent Universe. And actually, I'm going to share my screen so you can see what I'm doing. And let's see. Okay, so we're going to go to agentuniverse.com. That's our travel leaders website that has all things travel leaders. And once we get into our Agent Universe, just a second. You're going to go to Agent Profiler under Quick Links. It's right here on the right-hand side. You click that. And we're going to go, and this is where you start doing your bio. So when you get here, it's going to be blank. So it's going to look like, this is, let me just show you one that's blank. Okay, so it'll look like this. It'll have Platinum Journey's address. You can change that. Even if you put your address or whatever you want as the city and state, it's not going to show your physical address. It will show your phone number, and email will be when they go to request something, it'll just automatically be sent to the client. You're going to put a photo here. I recommend doing either a professional photo. Don't do anything where you're far in the background. To do something like on a white background, bright colors, things that are going to stand out to the person scrolling and looking for a specialist. And then you're going to start filling out this, like, what are your special interests? What are the things you like to do? Supplier partners, I recommend you can click on most of the cruise and tour vendors here, or pick the ones you want to only get requests for. But whenever we do a email blast, and if you have your clients in client base, which is our CRM, and it will send an email from you. So say you click Funja as one of your partners and they're having a special, it will send it from, well, for me, Andrea Francoso. It'll have my picture on it, and it'll go directly to them. And then if they reply to it, it's going to go to you. No, none of our agents or myself will even be able to respond to that. So definitely recommend that you're taking advantage of this tool, and also our client base online. We'll do that next month, kind of go over how that works. So destinations, any destinations that you're going to specialize in. And then this stuff will come as you start building. So agent reviews, whenever you send someone somewhere, you want to send them a request to review your job. Just like any other company in America, they want to know how you're doing. This will help your rankings with Google, because they want to see people who are getting good reviews, getting adding content to their profiles. The more you add, the better. Keep it up to date. So if you go on a vacation, do a new bio for it on whatever that destination or cruise line or whatever the special interest thing that you want to specialize in. So that's kind of how that looks. And then once you get excuse me, sorry guys, your profile done, this is my actual profile, then you're going to have all these things, different bios, customer testimonials. Your goal is you want to get to super agent status. And in June, they're going to announce a new way. So there's going to be different levels based on your rate of return, your bookings per how many requests you get. They're going to look at how many reviews you have. So there's going to be 3 levels, and your goal should be to try to get that top level. So you're getting new clients all the time, because they're going to be top of the list. The diamond, I think it's diamond, platinum, and then just regular. So start working on this now so that you're already started, and hopefully can get into one of those statuses that are on the upper level and getting free clientele. So once you're done, you can take a look at your bio or how you look online. So I'm just going to actually go here. AMT Travel is our parent company. Big news that's going to be coming towards the end of the year, which I'll be sharing with you guys. So you can see if you click on each person, they have different specialties. And my internet is super slow. There we go. And so it's going to have a list of all my specialties. You're going to want a nice picture. If you need help with pictures, you know, if you don't have a picture of something that you're in, we have ways of getting like Adobe pictures for you, or you know, ones that you can use. Also, the other thing that you want to start doing is the pictures you do have, start categorizing, putting them into albums on your phone, or if they're on your computer, whatever that may be, categorize them. So when you start doing these bios, you can put a special picture in for your specialty, because this will be the one that would show on your profile. And then there's also albums that you can start creating. Those are great ways of showing your, you know, your expertise, showing that you've been there. So you want to put as much information as possible, and just start this process. So the first thing we want to do is start creating a bio, telling you about yourself. So the tool that I use is AI. Toby, which is our AI program that is trained in travel. And you want to use it to create, unless you're a great writer. I am not. If you're a great writer, do it yourself. But I have created some questions, and I can send them to you if you want to use them. They're called prompts in Toby. So basically, when you come to do like your writing, you could create so many things on this. And I recommend, if you haven't asked me for it or I haven't given it to you, to reach out and do this, because it will be a time saver, and it's just a blessing. I use it a lot. So when I go to Toby, I click on Toby AI right here, the little guy, and I hit prompts. And I've created an expert cruise expert bio prompt. So it's going to ask me questions one at a time. It's going to stop and ask, wait till I answer it. Then it's going to ask the next question. You can put how many characters you want. I use SEO keywords is, hopefully hoping that it'll help kind of if somebody puts a keyword in, it'll draw them to my profile. Then after all the questions are done, it's going to ask you, is there anything you want to add to it? So like if there's, something special that you can bring to the table for this particular cruise line or cruise specialty, you want to add those special things like how you can make the client's trip, amazing. And then once you hit confirm, it's going to write a bio for you. So I think I did one right here. Let me see. I just did one not that long ago. So I asked it, I answered all the questions. And then at the end, it wrote this. It wrote this bio. And you want to also make sure at the end, when it says, is there anything else? Just say to write it in first person, because you want to be talking to the client, not somebody else introducing you. So this is how it came out. As a specialist with 35 years of experience, I am dedicated curating extraordinary maritime adventures. My extensive certifications with cruise lines like Several Seas, Seabourn, Regent, blah, blah, blah. I specialize in intimate, luxurious realm of small ship cruising. And it just gives, like key highlights of the things that I can help with. And you can add on to it. Okay, this is a little shorter one because it's like a broader thing, a broader specialty of cruising. But then also after you do that, and you can make it longer, you can add, say, Toby adds whatever to it, like if you want to add a little more meat to your bio. Then I asked it to give me a trendy title for my bio. And this is what it came up with. And I had to cut it a little shorter. So I did your luxury small ship cruise concierge because it only allowed so many characters. But this is a type of thing that Toby AI can do. There is also so many other things like Trip Planner. I have the paid version. So some of this won't be available on your free version. But if you're interested, like it has templates. So templates, sorry if you hear noise in the background. Templates for things that you can put on to your social media. So you could use them to write a post. You can do videos. There's certain videos on here that you can use. All of this is included when you get the Toby AI. And you can put your logo on if onto these videos, and then it'll give you a hyperlink to use. Lead magnets, I've used this. We did a lead magnet for Africa safaris, and it created a beautiful, like kind of like a brochure of African safaris. I added my logo. I changed some of the font on it, and then just made it more of how I want it to look. But there's several of these included. This is in the paid version. I recommend getting it. I think it wasn't that much. I forgot how much it was a year. I can get the information, but there's so many things. There are destination guides, widgets that you can put like on your website, things like that. There's a new thing that's called Translate. So you can, like if you're getting somebody that maybe speaks Spanish, and you need to translate certain things, you can do that. This one is a voice. I haven't used these things yet, but you can use this for like text to speech, you can do sound effects, you can do audio isolations, voice changers. So say you want to have like a special message, and maybe you want it for a social media thing, and you can make it sound like a specific voice. So that it does sound effects. So there's quite a bit with this. Like I said, I haven't looked into this yet. I haven't used it, but that's an option. It does newsletters. You can create newsletters here. You can do a trip planner. Then you have Toby AI. Toby AI can write emails, letters. You can do marketing plans. You can do so many things. Like it's just like an assistant that you would have. And even if you just do the free version, it's still a good option. This is link share, so you can create, specialized links. This one, VS Create. This one is to create like templates, like your own. You could pick one of these pictures and then create something on it. So like text and all that. So that document editor, I haven't used this, but you're supposed to be able to take a document and edit it. DALL-E is also a cool thing. Like you can make images to use for posting. I used a couple to do our meeting, things like that. Just so I had like a pretty picture to add to our newsletter that I sent to you guys. This one is the VS Link. These are, I haven't used this, but we might be looking into do that later this year. It's like a client portal, and I believe that it'll have like their itineraries on there, and also, yeah, travel itineraries, and also documents along with the clients so they have it when they travel. And then you can add links to like Viator, Tours by Locals, Eat With, and other ones. And then if they book anything on here, then you get your commission. So that's pretty cool. And then the thing that you want to do when you first join, once you get logged in. So let me go to the front. You want to do, there's going to be, I don't know if it's going to have it on mine, but on the bottom here, it's going to say trainings. There's like 4 things. You want to read do the trainings on there. And then you want to create your profile, which is right here. And make sure you do it all. Do all of these 4 things. It's because then when it writes things, it's going to take from what you gave to it. So, make sure you're filling in all as much as you can, because then it knows more about you and go from there. So, these are some of the things you can do. Oh, also on Toby, they do have right here these little 4 dots on the right corner. You can click, it has knowledge base. So you can kind of go through there and see how do I write a prompt for myself? How do I do this? How do I do that? How do I make an image? How do I use the city guides? Any of these features, it'll have explanations and tutorials on how to use them. And you can always reach out to me. I'm going to point to you where you go on Toby so that you get used to using the knowledge base, because they have everything on it. So if you have any questions, reach out to me. I would love to hear if you are loving these videos, doing these trainings every month, and what are you looking forward to seeing next month, so I can plan for that, and we can touch on that. All right, it was wonderful talking to you all. If you have any questions, reach out to me and I'll be happy to help you.